Back with more of our Roseburg Disposal pregame show. You can let them make the run to the dump for you. Give them a call at 673-7122. Getting ready for the Docks as they wrap up day 3 of the Father's Day tournament here at Champion Car Wash Field. And we are going to start switching into doing more of these player interviews, make sure we get a chance to get everybody in. So during the tournaments, want to get a chance to bring these here in the pregame show. And today we get a chance to catch up with Knox Hubbard, coming off of a year at Klamath Community College after graduating from Roseburg High. First off, how's it feel to be back in a Docks uniform? Was this kind of the thought process all along for you after, going through the fall and then through the spring? Was it to be back here with the Docks, or was there maybe a possibility you might look at another summer league team after the first year of college?
Yeah, I always kind of wanted to come back and for the Docks. A couple of the guys, we're looking forward to this season because, it's our last season. We're going to have a bunch of guys back and kind of be an old group. But, we're looking forward to this, and so was I. So,
what's it mean then, too? I mean, obviously, you wouldn't come back, if you had other options or whatever, you wouldn't necessarily make it a priority to be back here if you could find something else to be doing. What's it mean to you to be kind of wearing the Docks uniform and getting a chance to play with some of these guys again?
Oh, yeah, it means everything. I mean, Docks is like a big deal for me. This is my 3rd season, so it does mean a lot, and this is my first time we'll be traveling to state, so, league matters and stuff. You don't get like a automatic in, so we got to win a bunch of games, and it means a lot. So.
I know the goal is always to win games and all that, but last couple of years with the team having that automatic into the postseason, and I haven't really talked to anybody about it much because we've kind of just gotten the season underway. But this year, is it a little bit different feel as you guys kind of you've had a couple of league games under your belt so far? Is it a little bit different knowing that you guys got to kind of earn your way in?
Yeah. I would say it always sucks dropping a game, but now it actually it means something different because you're like, wow, you can't drop that many games. So I'd say last year, obviously it sucked dropping some league games, but we always knew we were going to get the chance to play in the state tournament. But this year it means a lot to win games. So.
Yeah. Because obviously it's important that you guys want to get back to that state tournament, get a chance. And no matter how things went in the regular season, being there last couple of years, you guys have been able to do pretty well. Being your last year, what kind of goals or mindsets do you have? Obviously reaching the state is one of them, but you guys have been in the last 4 teams in the state the last couple of years. I'm sure that trying to get past that is probably high on the priority list.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I would give anything to be in a championship game. That would be I can't wait. I'm excited and I want to be there. So
yeah. Well, how do you feel like the team's performed? I know it's been kind of a little bit of a roller coaster ride with some really good times and then moments where and the team looks like they're kind of still trying to figure some things out. How do you feel like the team is kind of gelling here early on in the season?
Good. I like all my teammates. It's new. It's a lot of new guys plus a new coach. A little bit different program, but I'm liking the way it's looking. Once we get a couple more games under our belt and figure it out as a team and start really working together, we'll be a good team and definitely be scary for other opponents.
Yeah. How big is the hurdle of going from people still finishing up school? Seniors get out a little bit early, but you got some younger guys that are still finishing up. I think I talked with your dad, and he was saying that you were worried about the end of your school at Klamath kind of conflicting with the start of the season. How big is a hurdle is kind of getting done with the school with how early the season gets started?
Yeah, so actually, funny story is the first game on Wednesday, I had a final in Portland. So I drove 3 hours to get here before the game and got here 30 minutes before the game started. So that was my last in-person day of finals. So it was a little bit stressful, but figured it out, and I think everyone's done with school now.
I would think so, yeah.
So now we can kind of just focus straight on baseball and figure it out and get better. And
when you get to that point, it probably has to make the season a lot easier just to be able to know that from here on out it's just having fun with the guys and playing baseball, right?
No more stressful school.
You can take that education portion out of the way for it. Getting into it, how was the first year at Klamath? Being a student athlete at the college level, how was that for you?
It was good. It's different. I'd say a lot more free time, but also this the college whole situation that I was in, and understanding that it's a lot different and there's more to it than high school, and kind of just getting into that. It took a little bit, but once I got once I got like situated, I started doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Played third base actually.
I was going to say, you had a position change. They put you out at third. You've been behind the plate here all summer with us. How'd that go moving to the infield? And are you happy to be behind the plate once again here this summer?
Oh yeah, I definitely missed it.
Yeah.
That's for sure. But third base I liked it. It was nice. Played like 20-something games, like 20, just under 25 games there, and did pretty good. So yeah, but I'm excited to be back behind the plate.
Yeah.
And hopefully maybe get a shot to play third for Docs here too.
Okay.
So
do you what have the coaches said going into next year? I'm assuming you're hoping to be back there at Klamath, and are you expecting to be utilized as an infielder, or do you have a possibility of maybe getting behind the plate again?
Yeah, just kind of brief talks about it as of now, but I'm just gonna start behind the plate. But we'll see how the season goes. We'll see, because we got a couple of new guys coming in.
Yeah,
so
there's always a little rotation with that JUCO level. So, yeah, for sure. Well, glad to hear that things went well. It was awesome to see. I think it kind of caught me off guard to suddenly see some sort of photo online, I'm sure somewhere, of you in a Clackamas uniform, and then also seeing you playing third base was kind of crazy to see, and it caught me off guard. But I'm happy that you're back with the team for one more year, Knox. It's been fun to get to see you back out there and call your games, and great to get a chance to catch up and see how things have been going. Best of luck to you the rest of the summer.
Thank you, Joey.
Yep. That is Knox Hubbard, Doc Stewart's catcher. Hasn't played in the infield yet, but he's going to be DHing tonight for the Doc Stewarts. We'll have a look at your Cooper's Pest Control starting lineups here in just a little bit as the coaches exchange lineup cards down at home plate. And we are just about to get ready to go here in tonight's ball game. I'm Joey Kieran, hanging out with you here tonight as we get ready for the final game of Day 3 in this Father's Day tournament. Father's Day coming up on Sunday. Docs are hoping they'll need to win their last 2 games most likely to get a chance into the final day of the tournament. Only the top 4 teams will advance to the final day of the tourney, so be on the lookout for the standings. We've got the scores and standings of games in the tournament posted online at 541radio.com. You can check them out there, and we will continue to update that throughout the tournament, and we will run through that here during the broadcast as well. We're wrapping up the Roseburg Disposal pregame show as we get ready for first pitch. Again, thanks to Knox Hubbard. We plan on doing another interview coming up tomorrow, number 5 on the roster card. That's going to be Brooks Avery. Our first chance to do a summer player interview with Brooks Avery. Talked to him some during the spring season while he was with the Roseburg Indians. Get a chance to go a little bit more in depth with the young man coming up prior to tomorrow's game when the Docs take on Mound Time. Doc Stewart's coming in 3-5-1 on the season. Their last game was a tie against the Fairfield Expos back on Wednesday as they wrapped up their first day of the tournament. Docs also on that first day of the tourney losing against Medford 5-3. Had multiple chances to try and get back into that game, but could not get the clutch hit they needed to try and drive in a run. Then followed with the 3-3 tie against the Expos. For the Klamath Falls Falcons, they are 1-3. They've lost both of their games in the tournament so far after going 1-1 against the Roseburg Doc Stewarts in an Area 4 League doubleheader to open up the season for Klamath Falls earlier this week. Trying to remember what day was what nowadays. I want to say that was Monday. Yeah, that would have been Monday night down in Klamath Falls. We're going to go ahead and take a 2-minute timeout and wrap up the Roseburg Disposal pregame show, and we will come back with a look at your Cooper's Pest Control starting lineups. It's Doc Stewart's baseball coming at you tonight here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM at 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Find everything you need to enjoy the outdoors, at home or on the road, at Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Our garden center has what you need to create an oasis at home, from patio furniture to plants and everything in between. And whether you're barbecuing at home or tailgating at the game, we stock the best products from Yeti, Traeger, and Weber. Stop by or shop online at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
In baseball, home plate is always 60 feet 6 inches from the mound. But in life, sometimes your home plate needs to move. If you're planning to move, contact BTB Moving for help. BTB Moving is a labor-only company offering statewide services such as packing and unpacking, loading and unloading, piano moving, cleaning services, and 24-hour emergency services. BTB Moving is an affordable veteran-owned company. Call 541-315-0122 for help with your next move. BTB Moving, for all your moving needs.
Well, we had a beautiful rendition of the national anthem here tonight. Now it's time to get ready for tonight's ball game. Let's take a look at your Cooper's Pest Control starting lineup. First, for the designated visiting team, the Klamath Falls Falcons. Leading things off will be the catcher, Connor Shively. The second hitter is the shortstop, Aiden Hayes. In center field, Brody Hubble will bat third, followed by first baseman Tyler Harper. The third baseman is Mark Carpenter, batting fifth. In left field, batting sixth, Peyton Price. Tonight's DH for the Falcons will be batting seventh, B.J. Safford. He hits for starting pitcher Owen Harper. In right field, batting eighth is Brandon Jones. And at second base, rounding out the starting nine, will be Jaden Backer. That is a look at your starting lineup for the Klamath Falls Falcons. For the Doc Stewarts defensively on the mound is right-hander Cade Johnson. Behind the plate, Parker Burke. Out at first base, Evan Corbin. At second base, Logan Anderson. On the left side of the diamond, Evan Martin and Brooks Avery at third and short, respectively. And in the outfield from left to right, Sebastian Watson, Carson Dunn, and Braxton Dill. That is your Cooper's Pest Control starting lineup here for the top of the first inning. When you're looking for your best defense, call Cooper's Pest Control to protect your home from those summer bugs. Cooper's Pest Control, your locally owned bug assassins. Give them a call at 673-0363. Well, we get ready for the top of the first inning. And it'll be Connor Shively to lead things off for the Klamath Falls Falcons. First pitch from Cade Johnson, in for a strike, and we are underway at 8:33, just a minute or so, a little bit behind where they were predicting we might be. As the 0-1 pitch in for a called strike two to Connor Shively. Cade Johnson on the mound, the 0-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, strike three, and right away, Cade Johnson will get our first Mountain Mike's Pizza strikeout here tonight for the Doc Stewart's pitching staff. Don't swing and miss with dinner. Stop by Mountain Mike's at the corner of Bellows and Harvard and Roseburg. That's Mountain Mike's. It's pizza the way it ought to be. Well, it's been all strikes so far as the first pitch to Aiden Hayes. The shortstop is in for a called strike on the inner half from Cade Johnson. The 0-1 delivery swung and fouled away. Cade Johnson, last start and last appearance came against the Corvallis Girding Builders Market Men. The 0-2 pitch, he hit him. And that is just the worst. Get a batter at an 0-2 count and you hit him and put him on with the free pass. That's always a brutal realization for a pitcher. That'll bring up Brody Hubble, who is the starting center fielder, batting third in the lineup. Hits with one out and one on. He'll take outside for ball one. Cade Johnson, his last outing, a complete game, 7 innings. Gave up 2 runs on 4 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, and 1 hit batter against the Corvallis Girding Builders Marketmen in a 14-2 decision for the Doc Stewarts. A foul ball for Hubble, a 1-1 count with 1 out. Here in the top of the first, at first base is Aiden Hayes. Out of his stretch here for Johnson.
Runner going, a throw, no, will not get it out of the glove cleanly for Parker Burke behind the plate. That throw or pitch was low and outside. Count goes to 2-1 on Brody Hubble, and now Aiden Hayes in scoring position at second. 2 balls and 1 strike. Cade Johnson's delivery here to Brody Hubble. Ground ball up the middle. Brooks Avery to his left will have time to throw to first. Gets the out as Hubble will ground out right back up the middle. 2 down. Up to third base goes Aiden Hayes.
The next batter, number 15.
So the ground out moves the runner up 90 feet. But it does result in the second out. It'll bring up the cleanup man, Tyler Harper, with a chance to try and put the Falcons in front here early on. With 2 down. A man at third after getting hit by a pitch. First pitch bounces in. Blocking that one is Parker Burke behind the plate, keeping the runner at third. Tyler Harper, a 1-0 count. Fouls off the pitch. 1-1. Here in the top of the first inning, right now, Mound Time has been the top team in the tournament. They are 3-0 so far. Docs will play them coming up tomorrow. They've already clinched their spot in Sunday's final 2 games of the tournament. The 1-1, that one off the front foot of the batter. Harper takes a little bit of a limp there around, a limp trip around the dish. Will walk off the foul ball off his front foot. We'll have a 1-2 count as Cade Johnson will look for the final out here in the first. A hit batter, Aiden Hayes, on an 0-2 count, got hit by a pitch, stole second, moved to third on a ground out. With 2 outs, he's at third base and a 1-2 count against the hitter, Tyler Harper. That one outside, got away from Burke. The runner's going to hold at third. Initially thought that ball didn't get that far away from Parker Burke behind the plate. Burke got up and chased it down quickly. It got a little further away than I expected it to. The count will go to 2-2 here for Harper. Cade Johnson trying to wrap things up here in the top of the first. Breaking ball, that one pulled foul third base side. Picked up there by Coach Pete Whistler. Stays a 2-2 count for the cleanup man, Tyler Harper. Out of Henley High School, graduating this spring. Harper's 2-2 count. The pitch from Johnson. Got him on the breaking ball. Strike 3. Another Mountain Mike's Pizza strikeout for Cade Johnson. He gets 2 of them here in the first and gets out of a jam. And he will keep it a scoreless ball game. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on for Klamath Falls. We go to the bottom of the first and take a look at the Cooper's Pest Control starting lineup for your Roseburg Dr. Stewart's on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM at 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Bottom of the first inning, Doc's coming up to bat for the first time in a scoreless contest. Brooks Avery will lead things off for head coach Eric Savage and the Doc Stewarts, starting at shortstop.
In the second position in the lineup, Carson Dunn, the starting center fielder. Batting third and DHing tonight is Knox Hubbard. He hits for starting pitcher Cade Johnson. Evan Martin at third base will bat cleanup, followed by Evan Corbin, the first baseman. In left field, batting sixth is Sebastian Watson. Hitting seventh and starting at second base, Logan Anderson. Parker Burke, the catcher, will bat eighth, followed by the right fielder, Braxton Dill, who will round out the starting nine. That is your Cooper's Pest Control starting lineups. Again, they're your locally owned Bug Assassins. Give them a call at 673-0363. On the mound is right-hander Owen Harper out of Henley High School. Harper, class of 2025. His first pitch. Got around on it. Avery skies this one out to right field. And that is an out to Brandon Jones out in right. One away to lead things off. Looking around the diamond, Connor Shively behind the plate for the Falcons. Tyler Harper at first, Jaden Backer at second. On the left side of the diamond, Mark Carpenter at third and Aiden Hayes at short. In the outfield from left to right, Peyton Price, Brody Hubble, and Brandon Jones. One away on the fly ball out to Brooks Avery. Carson Dunn will take a breaking ball inside for strike one. Owen Harper this year was an honorable mention All-League first baseman for the Henley Hornets. A foul ball back by Dunn gives him an 0-2 count. Dunn will get a 0-2 pitch here out of Harper. Check swing, strike three called. Down on strikes goes Carson Dunn. And Owen Harper has quickly gotten the first two outs here in the bottom of the first. It'll bring up Knox Hubbard, the DH, left-handed batter, right-handed thrower.
Hitter, number 4, Knox Hubbard.
Knox will try to do something with a two-out rally here. Nobody on base. He takes high and away. Docs did not see Owen Harper in the doubleheader they played against him down at Kiger Stadium. A 1-0 delivery. Knox skies one out towards left field, shallow into the night sky. Coming underneath it, making the catch is the left fielder Peyton Price. Everybody losing their headgear out there. Hats on the ground, but the ball is in the glove. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We are through one inning of play. We go to the top of the second inning. Scoreless here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
To us, pizza the way it ought to be isn't just our slogan. It's our promise and our passion to give you the best dining experience and the best tasting pizza you expect. For over 40 years, we've been making pizza the way it ought to be. Handmade with the freshest and finest ingredients. Our dough is made fresh daily, and we use 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings edge to edge. There's pizza, and then there's Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in our backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
We go to the top of the second inning. It'll be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up for the Falcons against Cade Johnson. Mark Carpenter will lead things off. Johnson's first pitch misses low and outside. Well, the tournament, day 3 going on here. As it stands right now, Mountain Time leading the way at 3-0. A check swing. Did he go around? Yes, he did, according to our first base umpire. So Carpenter will have a 1-1 count on a ball that got all the way to the backstop. Johnson's 1-1 is low. 2-1 count. Medford just lost in a bit of a heartbreaker. Top of the 7th inning, Medford ended up losing against Fairfield. It's a ground ball to short, charging in. Avery, the throw on the run to Corbin at first. Get the out there, 1 down. It was I want to say a 2-0 lead. Maybe it was 2-1 lead going to the top of the 7th. Medford was in front, but Fairfield able to tie it up, and then they took the lead. Swing and a miss, strike 1 to Peyton Price, the left fielder. Medford got the game-tying run to third base on a 2-out triple. There's a swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt. Price goes chasing there. But Medford could not bring the game-tying run across with 2 outs. They grounded out to finish the game. There's another swing and a miss, strike 3. And down to first, the throw goes. And that is 2 down. Another strikeout there for Cade Johnson, his 3rd of the ball game. So with that loss, Medford took their first loss of the tournament as a ground ball back up the middle, fielded by Johnson, underhands to Corbin at first. That's a quick 1-2-3 inning in the top of the 2nd for the Docs defensively. For Klamath Falls, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We're through an inning and a half. We'll take a look through all of today's scores when we come back for the bottom of the 2nd inning as the Doc Stewarts and the Klamath Falls Falcons square off to wrap up day 3 on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
At Douglas County Farmers Co-op, we want your four-legged friends to be healthy and happy. That's why we stock a carefully curated selection of pet, equine, and livestock supplies. From the premium foods your pets crave to grooming and show supplies that help you shine in the show ring, you'll find it at Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Our knowledgeable staff are here to help with those tough pet and livestock care questions. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
In baseball, home plate is always 60 feet, 6 inches from the mound. But in life, sometimes your home plate needs to move. If you're planning to move, contact BTB Moving for help. BTB Moving is a labor-only company offering statewide services such as packing and unpacking, loading and unloading, piano moving, cleaning services, and 24-hour emergency services. BTB Moving is an affordable veteran-owned company. Call 541-315-0122 for help with your next move. BTB Moving for all your moving needs.
Bottom of the 2nd inning, a scoreless ball game. Leading things off for the Docs will be Evan Martin, tonight's 3rd baseman. First pitch swinging, a ground ball, snagged up the middle, a short spin and throw to first in time for the out. Aiden Hayes comes up with a big play at shortstop. Hayes gets the first out. 1 away. Evan Martin almost comes up with the first hit of the ball game. I thought there was no way Hayes was getting to that, I thought. As there is a hit batter, Evan Corbin gets plunked on the front shoulder. That ball from Owen Harper got away from him. And down to first will go Evan Corbin. So Corbin sees one pitch and gets himself on base. First base runner of the night for the Doc Stewarts. Both teams have gotten a runner on with a hit by pitch, and that is it so far. That'll bring up Sebastian Watson, the left fielder for the Doc Stewarts. First pitch, strike over the plate at the top of the zone for an 0-1 count. I thought there was no way that Aiden Hayes was going to get to that at shortstop. He had his glove down there. I thought for sure I was going to see it pop out the other side and trickle into center field. But, boy, he made a great job to get to the ball for one. And then the fact that he was able to do maybe not like a 270 spin and fire it accurately to first and on time. That was a pretty fantastic play up the middle there by the shortstop for the Falcons. 1 on, 1 out. Breaking ball hits the inside corner for Sebastian Watson, and he has himself a 1-2 count. 1 away, runner on at first base. High and away, 2-2. So we were telling you about Medford losing to Fairfield 3-2. The day started out with Mound Time beating Corvallis 7-5, and then Mound Time beating Boss Baseball 14-3 in 5 innings. So Mound Time got 2 wins today to go to 3-0. Ground ball towards short, picked up there by Hayes. He'll send it to first to high, a high to first. A little bit of a collision there. Sebastian Watson will get on safely. And so after the spectacular play by Hayes, he misfires to first, doesn't even look to second for a possible double play. And on safely is Sebastian Watson on the throwing error. Runners at first and second with just 1 out. That'll bring up Logan Anderson, the second baseman, trying to get something going, an RBI opportunity for the Docs with Evan Corbin at second and Sebastian Watson at first. Just outside on the first offering from Harper. So Mound Time, they swept their first 2 games of the day. Mid-Valley got a 4-2 win over this Klamath Falls team earlier today, 4-2. Mid-Valley improved to 2-1, actually 1-1 at the time. Strike taken by Anderson, 1-1 count. Salem Whitnell Dodgers then took on Klamath Falls to complete a game that was postponed from last night. So 1-1 pitch coming in here to Logan Anderson. Anderson's going to square to bunt. 1 out with runners at first and second. He pulls it back. He'll take a breaking ball for a strike. Last night, the late game got postponed between Salem and Klamath Falls because the lights went out in the 4th inning. Salem was leading at the time 5-1. They polished off the victory 13-3 over Klamath Falls in 5 innings earlier today. Swinging through the 1-2 pitch, down on strikes goes Anderson. And that is the second strikeout of the game for Owen Harper. Comes at a good time with runners at first and second. Now Parker Burke will try to get something going on a 2-out rally. Neither team with a hit, but the Docs with 2 runners on after a hit batter and an error. Burke waits on the first pitch. Breaking ball just misses. So Salem got the win over Klamath Falls there. They lost back-to-back games earlier today. They're playing their 3rd game. Well, they're playing for the 3rd time today. They'll play about 2.5 games total. Following that, the Salem Whitnell Dodgers lost to Mid-Valley 4-3. As a pitch outside, 2-0 count. And then Fairfield beating Medford 3-2. Docs playing Klamath Falls here to wrap up the day. Right now the standings, Mound Time 3-0, Medford, Mid-Valley, and Salem Whitnell all 2-1 in league. Those are in the tournament. Those are your top 4 teams. The ball fouled away by Burke. 2 balls and a strike. Then you've got Fairfield, Boss Baseball at 1-1. Fairfield's also 1-1 with their tie against the Docs. 2-1 pitch here to Burke. Breaking ball drops on the inside corner for a strike. So Fairfield 1-1, Boss Baseball 1-1, Doc Stewart's 0-1, Klamath Falls 0-2, Corvallis 0-3. Docs, if they can win their final 2 games, would have a shot at getting into a game on Sunday. As a ball popped up out of play for Burke. He stays alive on the 2-2. Docs would probably need a little bit of help to get into that final day of the tournament at 2-1. But we'll see how things kind of play out tomorrow. 2-2 pitch here with 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Harper delivers. It's a tapper in front of the plate. It'll be the catcher. Throw to first on target to finish out the side. So that'll wrap things up here in the bottom of the second. Docs get 2 runners on base, but they cannot bring anybody around. It remains a scoreless ball game as we go to the top of the 3rd on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met. and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Find everything you need to enjoy the outdoors at home or on the road at Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Our garden center has what you need to create an oasis at home, from patio furniture to plants and everything in between. And whether you're barbecuing at home or tailgating at the game, we stock the best products from Yeti, Traeger, and Weber. Stop by or shop online at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Here at Champion Car Wash Field, we start the third inning. Tonight's game is brought to you by our friends at DC Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop. And live video coverage of Doc Stewart's baseball is brought to you by the Cow Creek Tribe. Top of the third will be the 8-9-1 hitters for the Klamath Falls Falcons. It'll be Brandon Jones to lead things off. He chops at the first pitch. That one will just go fouled on the third base side for strike one. Docs Baseball also sponsored by Chuck Swarman Family Auto Repair. Are you ready to go where life takes you? The Cow Creek Tribe sponsoring our video stream as a ball belted in the air to left field, drifting towards the line. Underneath it is Sebastian Watson. Apologies there. I thought I had clicked away on the other side, though he travels out of the screen for those that are watching online.
Next batter, number 25, Jaden.
There's one away. I'm going to bring up Jaden Backer, the second baseman. 9-hitter up for the first time against Cade Johnson on the mound. Breaking ball in for a called strike. We appreciate the Cow Creek Tribe sponsoring our video stream. They're also the tournament sponsor for this Father's Day tournament. Fastball misses, 1-1 count for Backer. So we appreciate them chipping in and supporting local sports here in our local community. The 1-1 delivery by Johnson, low and outside. Here in the press box, still warm here tonight and seeing plenty of people still in t-shirts and shorts. Hanging out here at the ballpark. Was a warm one today in the mid to upper 80s here in Douglas County. It's a ball fouled off, and that might have caught Parker Burke in a spot not protected by the equipment. It looked like it might have hit off his leg in a spot that didn't have some hard plastic in front of it. 72 degrees right now in Roseburg. Hit a high of 85 today. Looks like we're going to probably be not getting into the low 60s until around midnight tonight. So it's going to stay nice and comfortable throughout most of the evening for us here. 2-2 pitch from Johnson. Just misses inside. Backing off the edge of the plate was Backer. And he's got a full count. Lights are obviously taking effect here on the field as the sun has set. 3-2 pitch bounces in. The runner will get on with a walk. Second base runner of the night for the Falcons. Running down to first. Backer takes a look back to see how far that ball had gotten away from Parker Burke. But Burke able to chase it down. The runner only getting to first. That's a runner on with one out. Top of the order here, Connor Shively will bat again. He struck out struck out swinging his first time. Left-handed batter. He takes ball one. Shively, just a freshman this last year at Henley High School, but he was a first-team All-League designated hitter. So presumably a bright future in front for this young man. Catching here in tonight's ball game. He's got the 2-0 count. Breaking ball by Johnson misses low. Cade looking to find the strike zone again. He started out with 3 strikeouts through the first 2 innings. But at the moment, he's struggling to find it. Bounces that one in front of the plate, and there is ball 4. That is back-to-back walks, and that last one not even close there for Cade. First and second with one away, and that, as expected, prompts a visit to the mound for pitching coach A.J. Doolittle. Kind of thought his guys out there struggling a little bit. Now's the time to go get a chance to talk to him and
Try and clear his head just a little bit. Tonight's game brought to you by Fisher's Hearth and Home. Serving Douglas County for over 30 years with the largest selection of wood, gas, pellet, and electric stoves and fireplaces in the area. First and second, one out. And this is the top of the order here. We had Shively that drew the walk in the leadoff spot. Now the two-hitter Aiden Hayes will stand in. He was hit by a pitch after getting into an 0-2 count in the first inning. Johnson will step off before he delivers the first pitch to Hayes. Only one out. Doc's looking for something they can try and turn two with. Check swing, foul ball. As Hayes starts off with the 0-1 count. Aiden Hayes made a great play in the second inning defensively at shortstop. Out of Henley High School. Will be a senior coming up next year for the Hornets. First team All-League infielder this year. Takes low and outside, 1-1 count. Henley this year went 19-8 overall. They were 12-0 and the Skyline League champions, but ended up losing 13-6 in the first round against Crook County. So their postseason ended quickly. 1-1 pitch from Johnson, misses high. Kind of interesting note, this team made up of Henley, Mazama, Klamath Union, and Lakeview players. Klamath Union and Henley both losing to the same team in the postseason. 2-1 pitch, ground ball, third base side. It will be foul down that third base line for strike two. So Henley lost to Crook County in the first round, 13-6. Klamath Union lost to Crook County 13-6 in the play-in round. So Crook County goes through the play-in round, gets a 13-6 win, then wins in the first round 13-6. Kind of interesting, I thought, against two Klamath Falls teams, and both by a score of 13-6. Thought that was interesting. 2-2 pitch here for Cade Johnson. Swing and a miss. Check swing. Hayes, he didn't know what to do with that pitch, and a big strikeout there for Cade Johnson, twisting up the hitter. That is the fourth strikeout in the game for Cade. There's two down. Strikeouts brought to you by Mountain Mike's Pizza. So we got two away. Runners at first and second. First pitch swinging up the middle. Ground ball to Logan Anderson. There was a little bit of a conflict there with the runner going to second, but Anderson able to play through it. Makes the throw to first, and Anderson will retire Brody Hubble for the final out here in the third. Klamath Falls threatens. They get a couple of runners on with a couple of walks, but they cannot bring anybody around. No runs, no hits, no errors, and two men left on base. We're still scoreless through the first three for the Docs and the Falcons. Bottom of the third when we return on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Brook Communications radio stations have joined forces with the News Review and Lotus Web Services, announcing the Lotus Media Group, a multimedia enterprise. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen with Lotus Media Group, LLC.
Bottom of the third inning, scoreless ball game. Tonight's contest brought to you by Cascade Community Credit Union, belong to Douglas County. Joey Keyran here with you as we resume play in the Father's Day tournament for the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts. They had Thursday off from playing in the tournament. I'm sure the team was here at the facilities getting some work in, probably some cuts in the
Newell hitting the Newell family hitting facility. But the Doc Stewarts are not playing yesterday. They are trying to play a little bit of catch-up in the tournament, and we'll see if they can work their way into a game on Sunday. Only the top 4 teams will play Sunday here in this tournament. Leading things off, the 9-hitter Braxton Dill for the Doc Stewarts, wearing their black tops here tonight. Swings through on the first pitch. Got a piece of it for strike 1. The black tops, the gray trousers, the blue stirrup socks. Some of the players have them high stirrups. Some of them have them low stirrups. Braxton Dill sporting the high cut stirrups. Numbers on the back in blue, outlined in orange. And Dill seems to be a little tight. He's kind of walking it off here. Looking at like his left foot, left ankle. He might have a cramp in his foot or something like that. Hopefully that's all it is. Got to hydrate a little better here on a muggy evening in the Umpqua Basin. He's back to the plate with the 0-1 pitch coming up. Breaking ball in for a called strike from Owen Harper. The 0-2 pitch for Dill. Strike 3, caught the outside corner, and down looking goes Braxton Dill. Third strikeout in the game for Harper. Gets his first strikeout here in the third inning, gets the first out. We go back to the top of the lineup here for Brooks Avery. Flew out to right field to kick things off for the Doc Stewarts in tonight's ball game. First pitch swinging right back up the middle. Avery will have tonight's MSK True Value and Building Supply first hit of the ball game. Brooks Avery on safely with a 1-out single. Every first hit presented by MSK True Value. Make sure you don't swing and miss with your next summer project. Make it a hit. Head to MSK True Value and Building Supply, located in Tri-City and Myrtle Creek. So that puts a runner on at first. 1 out. And the top of the order here, Carson Dunn, the 2-hitter, struck out looking his first time. He ducks out of the way somehow there and into second base. Goes Brooks Avery behind the plate. Connor Shively didn't really, I think everybody was a little caught off guard with the fact that that ball didn't hit Carson Dunn in the head. 1-0 pitch. Fouled off the end of the bat for Dunn. A 1-1 count. Into second base with the steal. Brooks Avery puts himself into scoring position. Carson Dunn waits at the plate on the 1-1 delivery here for Owen Harper. Runner going, a strike, a throw down to third, not going to be in time. Avery in safely, but a strike against Carson Dunn. He's got a 1-2 count against him, a second stolen base here this inning for Brooks Avery, and he's put himself 90 feet from home, Doc Stewart's best scoring opportunity. 1-2 pitch for Dunn. He puts one left side. That'll drop in. He's got a 2-strike base hit to drive in the first run of the ball game. Carson Dunn puts the Docs on top with an RBI. All RBI are brought to you by BTB Moving.
Number 4, Knox Hubbard.
If you've got some moving needs here coming up, you can get in touch with BTB Moving. They provide the labor services for your moving needs. Give them a call now to book at 315-0122 or find them on Facebook at BTB Moving. A line drive right side, gets down the line for a Knox Hubbard. He pulls it into the corner in right field. He'll have extra bases. Dunn is rounding third, heading for home. He'll get in, and the ball is dropped on the relay in. Knox Hubbard is into third base. An RBI triple for Knox Hubbard. At least that's how I would score it there. Hubbard was kind of hesitating going around second, but he ended up going for it. And so whether or not that drop ball by second baseman Jaden Backer on the relay throw in cost them there. I'm going to put it down as just a triple. I'm going with that there for Knox Hubbard. A triple to drive in the second run of the game. Docs lead it 2-0. And at third base is Knox Hubbard now. Carson Dunn scored from first. There's just one out. Evan Martin batting. He took the first pitch for strike one. Harper delivers. That ball grounded to short. Looks like it'll bring home another run. Throw to first will get Martin. But coming in to score is Hubbard, and that's your third RBI in a row for the Doc Stewarts. The second ground out to short for Martin. But he does bring home the third run of the game for the Docs.
Now batting, Evan Corbin.
Again, all RBI and extra base hit there for Knox Hubbard. Are brought to you by BTB Moving. They're locally owned, veteran-owned, affordable, dependable, and efficient. They'll also take care of all of your stuff. So if you are looking for someone to help you move around Roseburg, around Douglas County, or around the state of Oregon, get in touch with BTB Moving. Find them on Facebook. 1-0 pitch to Evan Corbin, and he gets hit by a pitch again. So that's twice in the game for Evan Corbin that he gets on with a hit by pitch.
The next batter, number 2, Sebastian Watson.
And 2 out, hit by pitch, puts him at first base, and Sebastian Watson will stand in. First pitch swinging. Seabass puts this in the air left side. The third baseman, Mark Carpenter, is the one that will call for it and take it. 7 hitters to the plate for the Doc Stewarts here in the third. They scored 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We go to the top of the 4th inning. Docs leading it 3-0 against Klamath Falls on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
First batter for the Falcons to lead.
Klamath Falls trails 3-0 as they come up to the plate here in the 4th inning against Cade Johnson, who now has a lead to try and protect. He will face Tyler Harper. First pitch swinging for Harper, lifts it to center field, pretty much dead straightaway center. And underneath it is Carson Dunn for the first out. Tonight's ball game brought to you by Cascade Community Credit Union, belong to Douglas County.
22, Mark Carpenter.
First out here in the 4th, Mark Carpenter will stand in. He's 0 for 1, grounded out to short. Backs out of the way of a breaking ball inside for a 1-0 count. Carpenter, class of 2025, takes just outside for a 2-0 count. First team All-League infielder for the Henley Hornets. Carpenter, starting pitcher as he, takes for a 3-0 count. Carpenter, starting pitcher in Game 1 of the doubleheader against the Doc Stewarts back on Monday in that league doubleheader. He'll take a strike on the 3-0 pitch. Went 4 2/3, gave up 4 runs on 1 hit, 5 walks, 4 strikeouts, 1 hit batter. Did not factor into the decision, which was won by Klamath Falls in extra innings. 3-1 pitch outside, ball 4. And that is a 1-out walk to the 5-hitter.
Now batting number 3,
Third walk in the game for Cade Johnson.
Brings up Peyton Price, who struck out swinging his first time up. He'll take in the dirt, 1-0 count. Price, if I'm remembering correctly, he went chasing after a lot of pitches down in the dirt. The 1-0 pitch to him, fouled that one off. Peyton Price from Henley High School will be graduating next year. Second-team All-League outfielder for the Hornets. 1-1 pitch, fouled away over the right side. Henley winning the championship, 12-0 in league record, and yeah, that's going to earn you a few of the All-League awards, and they've got quite a few. They've got most of the players on this team. Henley is heavily represented as a 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Price goes down with his second strikeout of the game, fifth for Cade Johnson, 2 away. Another Mountain Mike's Pizza strikeout there. It brings up B.J. Safford. First pitch to him is on the outside corner for a called strike one. Safford grounded back to the mound in the second inning. He'll take high. Now, it should be worth noting about that Skyline League or Skyline Conference this year. Mazama did have to forfeit a lot of games, actually all of their league games. It's the 1-1 pitch goes opposite field. First hit in the ball game for Klamath Falls. As going opposite field, Safford will have a single to right field, and that keeps things going for the Falcons here in the fourth inning. First and second with 2 away. The 8-hitter Brandon Jones stands in. Mazama had to forfeit. That was determined, and I know these things are always a little controversial, but determined they had an ineligible player, and they had to forfeit 15 games during the spring season. So there you go. Pitch off the glove. A pass ball is going to move both runners up 90 feet. Off the glove of Parker Burke there. So now second and third, a 1-0 count at the plate for Brandon Jones, who flew out to left field. There's 2 away. Doc's looking to try and keep it a scoreless ball game here for the Falcons. Doc's leading 3-0 here in the fourth inning. There is some activity in the bullpen for the Doc Stewarts. I think Colton Sywell was throwing down there. My binoculars are a little fuzzy. I got to clean off the lenses. 2-0 pitch in for a strike. Trying to stay in the at-bat here, Cade Johnson. Delivers over the plate for strike 2. Looked like a bit of a breaking ball. Might have been a bit of a slider there at the knees. The 2-2 pitch. Back to the mound, fielded by Johnson. He'll underhand to first, and that is your final out in the top of the fourth inning. Klamath Falls finally gets a hit against Cade Johnson here in the fourth inning, but they can't bring anybody around. No runs on the one hit. There were no Doc's errors. 2 men left on base. It's still 3-0. Roseburg in front of Klamath Falls, going to the bottom of the fourth inning on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Up here at the press box for you as well.
Bottom of the fourth inning, Doc Stewart's Baseball brought to you by Dr. Lance and Randall. Family and cosmetic dentistry. Visit drrandall.com or call him at 541-378-6694. Start off the fourth inning at the plate. Logan Anderson taking low for ball one. Anderson struck out his first time up here against Owen Harper, who remains in the game for the Falcons. The 1-0 pitch. That ball in the air for Anderson, out towards the right outfield. Thought maybe towards the alley, but it continued to hook back over towards right field. He'll fly out for the first out here in the fourth inning.
The next batter, number 15.
Parker Burke. One out, nobody on, will stand in. Doc Stewart's leading this one after a 3-run third inning. Burke takes a breaking ball inside. Last time at the plate, had a swinging bunt that was fielded just in front of home for the final out of that second inning. The 1-0 pitch to him is off the hands and fouled away. The lights have kicked on here. They've been on since the last game, Medford and Fairfield. Filling things up here at Champion Car Wash Field on a late night. Breaking ball hits the inside corner, a 1-2 count. Kind of reminds me, I mean, we have late night games all throughout the season during the summer, and they're always kind of fun. It's warm, so it's comfortable to be outside at night, hanging out with people. It's always kind of fun. Strike three called on the outside corner. Down on strikes goes Burke. And that is the fourth strikeout for Owen Harper, 2 down. We'll bring up the 9-hitter Braxton Dill, who struck out looking in the third. But these evening games are always kind of fun, but it feels like we don't get as many of them as we used to when I first started doing Legion baseball. Felt like they'd love to play doubleheaders starting at 7 as a pitch inside, a 1-0 count to Dill. Now they try to start a lot of them at 5 o'clock so that we're not at the ballpark until midnight every night. But there's something fun about being under the lights on a summer night watching some baseball. Pitch high, 2-0 count. Just kind of feels right. And on a day like today, it was definitely warm. Made dinner at home before coming up here to the ballpark, and let me tell you, the stove heated things up. I'm pretty okay being here at the ballpark instead of toasty at the house where we've been. I don't know about you guys. It feels like it's still getting cold enough at night during this portion of the year right now where we've tried not to turn on the air conditioning yet. I think it's kicked on a time or two. The 2-1 pitch, that ball belted pretty well out towards left field, but it's high. Got a lot behind it, but he directed it straight up. Braxton Dill will fly out into shallow left field. The shortstop, Aiden Hayes, makes the play for the final out. So the Doc Stewarts go down in order here in the fourth inning, but they still hold on to a 3-0 lead. After the conclusion of 4 innings, Doc Stewart's in front, 3-0. Go to the fifth. Klamath Falls coming up to bat on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Okay, ticket number.
To us, pizza the way it ought to be isn't just our slogan. It's our promise and our passion to give you the best dining experience and the best tasting pizza you expect. For over 40 years, we've been making pizza the way it ought to be. Handmade with the freshest and finest ingredients. Our dough is made fresh daily, and we use 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings edge to edge. There's pizza, and then there's Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in the backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
Top of the fifth inning, a 3-0 lead for the Doc Stewarts. Kate Johnson on the mound. His 1-0 pitch is high to Jaden Backer, who will lead things off. 9-1-2 hitters here for the Falcons coming up. Falcons wearing their white jerseys here today as the visiting team. That one got him in the helmet. He tried to duck out of the way. Backer could not. Took that one in the dome. Rattled his helmet just a bit, but he seems to be all right. He'll head on down to first. That is the second hit batter of the game for Cade Johnson. Both pitchers have now hit 2 batters in this one. Cade Johnson has beamed Jaden Backer and Aiden Hayes. On the other side, Owen Harper has beamed Evan Corbin twice. And actually, no, you know what? I thought he was doing fine, but he's now getting help off the field. Jaden Backer's going to go to the dugout. He's getting help from first baseman Evan Corbin and the first base coach there. Boy, he headed down to first and looked pretty good doing so. But that rung his bell a little bit there. So he's going to get some water from his teammates. They're all looking after him in the dugout. And that'll put our new runner on at first base. So wish the best there for Jaden Backer, the starting second baseman for the Falcons. That's unfortunate. I was hopeful there after he seemed to make it down to first base, no problem. So surprised to then look up and see that he was getting helped off the field. New man at first base running for Klamath Falls. Try to get him identified as soon as he... No numbers on the front, and he's got Evan Corbin standing right next to him. Can't get his number. Number 9. So Colin Takini is running at first base. First pitch misses, ball 1 to the left-handed hitting catcher Connor Shively. Shively is 0 for 1. He was walked his last time up, and he will take again for a 2-0 count. (2-0) delivery. Ground ball to short. Avery on him quick, throws to second. Anderson relay to first, not going to be there. Docs get 1 out of 2 as they try to turn it 6-4-3. So Shively on the fielder's choice, his second time on base. Out at second base will be Colin Takini. Pinch runner for Jaden Backer, who came out of the game after getting hit in the helmet. Runner at first with 1 out. Up to bat, Aiden Hayes. First pitch outside, ball 1. 1-0 count. High and inside again, 2-0. Cade Johnson. Accuracy, consistency has definitely been a little bit of a trouble. Jace Johnson has been over there in the bullpen. I think they might have some of their starters just getting a little bit of work as a foul ball in and out of the glove there for Parker Burke. Strike 1. They had Colton Sywell over there, and now Jace Johnson over there. Daniel Withers is over there right now, so they may be just getting some guys opportunities to get some bullpen work in. As a swing and a miss, throw down to first will not be there. Strike 2 for Aiden Hayes, who struck out his last time up, was hit by a pitch his first time up on the 0-2 count. It's a 2-2 count now in his third plate appearance. Johnson delivers outside. Cade Johnson, 1-0 on the season. Only 1 start under his belt. A complete game victory against Corvallis. Fires in a breaking ball for strike 3. Aiden Hayes thought it was going to be ball 4, but that breaking ball looked like it sliced right through the zone from where I'm sitting. And that is the second out. Hayes goes down looking for Cade Johnson. That is the 6th strikeout in the ballgame. Second out. So 2 down, a runner on at first. First pitch misses to Brody Hubble, who's 0 for 2 in the ballgame. A couple of ground outs up the middle. He'll look to try and squeeze one through. He'll take belt buckle high for a strike. 1-1 count with 2 away here in the top of the 5th. It's a 3-0 lead for the Doc Stewarts There's a breaking ball at the knees, called for a strike. Brody Hubble, a senior at Mazama this year, first-team All-League outfielder. The 1-2 pitch. He goes chasing on the breaking ball, up with it. Parker Burke will throw to first. Make that 7th strikeout in the game for Cade Johnson. And it finishes things off here in the top of the 5th. For Klamath Falls, no runs on no hits. There were no errors and one man left on base. Still 3-0 going to the bottom of the 5th inning here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
At Douglas County Farmers Co-op, we want your four-legged friends to be healthy and happy. That's why we stock a carefully curated selection of pet, equine, and livestock supplies. From the premium foods your pets crave to grooming and show supplies that help you shine in the show ring, you'll find it at Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Our knowledgeable staff are here to help with those tough pet and livestock care questions. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
In baseball, home plate is always 60 feet 6 inches from the mound. But in life, sometimes your home plate needs to move. If you're planning to move, contact BTB Moving for help. BTB Moving is a labor-only company offering statewide services such as packing and unpacking, loading and unloading, piano moving, cleaning services, and 24-hour emergency services. BTB Moving is an affordable veteran-owned company. Call 541-315-0122 for help with your next move. BTB Moving for all your moving needs.
Heading to the bottom of the 5th, Docs Baseball brought to you by Flyaway Travel. You can book your travel plans with their travel experts, now located at 1445 West Harvard Avenue, or give them a call at 672-5701. Docs will have a little bit of vacation time coming up. I'm sure they will have practice time in there, but after wrapping up the tournament, they'll have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday off next week here after this busy stretch of the season. Top of the order here, Brooks Avery up to bat. Avery had the first hit of the ballgame for the Docs, always brought to you by MSK True Value in Myrtle Creek and Tri-City. Takes the first pitch for a strike. His single back in the 3rd led things off when the Docs put 3 runs up on the board. Top of the order doing the damage. The 0-1 is off the end of his bat and played in foul territory by the catcher, Shively. That's strike 2 for Brooks Avery. Docs are hoping they'll make it to Sunday. If that's the case, I believe it's 8 days where they'll play 7 out of 8. As strike 3 on the outside corner. So that is another strikeout for Owen Harper, his 5th in the ball game. It's another strikeout looking as well for him. So 1 away. That is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 strikeouts looking out of his 5. Carson Dunn offered to bunt. Did he pull it back in time? And they are going to look down to first. Yep, no, he pulled it back. He'll take it outside and low for ball 1. 1-0 delivery here to Dunn, who singled and drove in the first run of the game. In his last at-bat, he takes a breaking ball for a strike. Dunn, his single started 3 straight at-bats where the Docs were able to drive in a run and take their 3-0 lead. Just outside, count goes to 2-1 for Dunn. Do want to say congratulations in order for one of the Doc Stewarts. 2-1 pitch outside, 3-1. Cole Collins out of Oakland High School was named the most outstanding pitcher at the recent 3A, 2A, 1A All-Star Series game. So congratulations to Cole on performing well on the big stage. A strike across on the 3-1 pitch to Carson Dunn. In that series, he threw 3 innings, allowed only 6 hits, 1 unearned run, and had 6 strikeouts in his 3 innings. And Carson Dunn will strike out. That is strikeout number 6 for Owen Harper. It's another backwards K in your scorebook.
Now batting number 4,
The Doc Stewart's.
Hubbard.
It's been feast or famine here. Mostly famine with now 6 strikeouts through 4 2/3. Knox Hubbard, he had the RBI triple back in the 3rd. 1 of 3 hits for the Doc Stewarts. Takes on the outside corner. Strike 1. Again, all extra base hits are brought to you by BTB Moving. When the guys are moving around the bases with extra bases, well, think about BTB Moving for your next time that you're moving your home base. Another pitch outside, this time just missing, 1-1 count. BTB Moving, they'll provide the muscle, the labor services for you on your next move. You can book them now. Do it now because this summer will fill up quickly. 541-315-0122. The 1-1 pitch, Hubbard takes high. 2 balls and a strike. Knox Hubbard flew out to left field in his other at-bat of the night, his 3rd plate appearance. The 2-1 delivery from Harper. Outside with his breaking ball. Count is now 3-1. Nice crowd showing up for the late night action here for Doc's baseball this evening. I know game times kind of got moved around a little bit with the delays, so it was a little uncertainty today. As Knox gets behind another one deep out to right field on the run. The catch is made in right field by Brandon Jones. He had to get moving, but he gets underneath it just in time. That would have been more extra bases for Knox Hubbard if he hadn't gotten there when he did. No runs on no hits, no errors, nobody left on. Another scoreless inning for Owen Harper. But the Docs, 1 inning, put up 3 runs, and they take the 3-0 lead to the top of the 6th. Back after this 60-second timeout on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
3-4.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Find everything you need to enjoy the outdoors at home or on the road at Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Our garden center has what you need to create an oasis at home, from patio furniture to plants and everything in between. And whether you're barbecuing at home or tailgating at the game, we stock the best products from Yeti, Traeger, and Weber. Stop by or shop online at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Cleanup hitter Tyler Harper swings at the first offering from Cade Johnson and will fly out to Logan Anderson at second base as we welcome you back here to a quick start to the 6th inning. 1 down. That is the 3rd out for Tyler Harper. He's 0 for 3 in the ball game. And there's 1 away here to start the 6th inning. Doc's Baseball brought to you by Evergreen Family Medicine. First pitch now to Mark Carpenter. He swings at the first pitch and fouls it away. Evergreen Family Medicine has their new facility in Sutherland now open for business. Check out the facility just below the golf course. It is a state-of-the-art facility. Another foul ball for Carpenter. State-of-the-art facility with family medicine, urgent care, and lab services. That is Evergreen Family Medicine, now open for business in Sutherland. A ground ball right side. Anderson throw to first. Not going to get there in time. A bobbled play on a ball hit to Logan Anderson. And that's going to get Mark Carpenter on base. First error of the ball game for the Doc Stewarts.
Now batting number 3.
1 on.
Price.
And it brings up Peyton Price. Price 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts in this one. Takes high. Tournament will start early again tomorrow. We'll run through the schedule for you. A 1-0 pitch inside, twisting and backing out of the way, Peyton Price.
Cade Johnson still on the mound throwing for the Doc Stewarts here into the 6th inning. Gets a ground ball left side. Charging Evan Martin will throw to first base. Trying to stay on the bag. Evan Corbin couldn't get to the baseball. It'll trickle into right field. Braxton Dill backing it up. Another error for the Doc Stewarts here in the 6th inning. And it is runners on the corners.
Next batter, number 26, BJ Safford.
1st and 3rd. And a scoring opportunity for Cave Falls as they trail 3-0 here in this one. Up to bat will be BJ Safford, who had a hit his last time up. He takes for a strike. The DH had a line drive through the right side of the infield for a base knock. Burke will step out to call the defensive approach with runners on the corners and 1 out. Cade Johnson. A line drive right side again here for Safford on the delivery by Johnson. The runner at second off the bag but gets back safely. An RBI single. Safford has come through with his 2nd hit of the game. They've both gone to the same spot, but he brings in a run. It's 3-1. Klamath Falls on the board for the first time tonight. Still just 1 out, and runners at first and second. Brandon Jones will try to carry over from his nice defensive play in right field. See if he can do something at the plate here. They are going to bring in a runner at first for Safford. So new runner at first base after the RBI single by Safford. I think it was number 15. That would be, no, that's Tyler Harper. Tyler Harper's already in the game, so you can't bring him in as a runner. Swing and a miss, strike 1 for Jones. That might be Tate Haskins out there. The 0-1 delivery. And that one beamed Brandon Jones right in the rib cage. You could hear that one from up here. 3rd hit batter of the game for Cade Johnson. That's been probably the biggest bugaboo for him, and it loads up the bases with just 1 out. Docs have Daniel Withers down there getting loose. Bases loaded, 1 away. And up to bat will be... It's number 9, Colin Takini. He gets his first at-bat. He came in as a pinch runner for Jaden Backer after he got hit in the head with a pitch. And so this will be his first at-bat as he stays in the game defensively. Oh, 0-1 count. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Klamath Falls Falcons have gotten 1 run across here in the top of the 6th inning, and they're threatening to add more with the bases loaded and just 1 out. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Big punch out there for Cade Johnson. It's another Mountain Mike's Pizza strikeout for Johnson. He's got 8 in the ball game.
The next batter, number 2.
He's got 8 strikeouts, but 3 hit batters and 3 walks have definitely been a bit of a mark on his tally. Top of the order, Connor Shively trying to see if he can get a 2-out rally. Pitch bounces in. Sliding to his right, Parker Burke using the chest protector. Making sure that ball doesn't get by. A 1-0 count. Big spot here for both teams as the Docs try to cling to a 2-run lead. The 1-0 from Johnson. Inside, Shively spun out of the way. It reacted as if almost like that ball hit him, but it curved right around the left-handed batter. A 2-0 pitch here for Johnson. Goes to the fastball, grounder foul first base side. One run in so far on the single by B.J. Safford out at second. Actually, pinch runner in for him now as an off-speed pitch misses outside. Three-one count. A walk would bring in a run. Johnson delivers, gets the strike on the outside corner this time. And now it's a 3-2 count. Runners will be moving on the pitch. Delivery in, ground ball right side, goes to Anderson. A nice easy hop, a nice easy throw to first, and that gets the Doc Stewarts out of it. A little bit of pressure on there. The Docs able to respond as Klamath Falls gets on the board. One run on one hit. There were 2 Doc Stewart errors and 3 men left on base for Cave Falls. The Falcons on the board, trailing by 2 as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Left on base.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Brook Communications radio stations have joined forces with the News Review and Lotus Web Services, announcing the Lotus Media Group, a multimedia enterprise. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen with Lotus Media Group, LLC.
Back here at Champion Car Wash Field as we wrap up day 3 of the Doc Stewart's Father's Day Tournament hosted by the Cow Creek Tribe. Tonight's video stream of the game is also sponsored by the Cow Creek Tribe. I'm Joey Kieran. It'll be Evan Martin, Evan Corbin, and Sebastian Watson, your 3 scheduled hitters. It looks like, well, I thought that it was number 16 back behind the plate for Klamath Falls.
Evan Martin.
Nope, that was somebody else catching. So while Connor Shively made his way out there. So I thought they had made a change behind the plate. They did not. And I don't have a number 16 on my roster card. It's a pitch low for a 1-0 count here to Evan Martin. So we're just going to forget all of those things I was about to announce to you. The defensive change, Jaden Backer came out of the game. Colin Takini went in for him. Takini is playing at second base. So he took over his spot in the lineup as well as in the defense. Swing and a miss by Martin. A 1-1 count. Evan Martin is 0 for 2 with a RBI on a ground out. He has gone twice to shortstop in his 2 at-bats. Nearly had a hit in his first one, if not for a great play by Aiden Hayes. The 1-1 breaking ball stays high. Still on the mound is Owen Harper. The 2-1 pitch is fouled up in the air and out of play. Everybody else defensively looked like stayed in the game, so no big changes there for Klamath Falls. Martin back at the plate. The junior from Douglas High School. 2-2 pitch. Gets underneath one into the night sky out to left field. On the run is Peyton Price, but he'll turn and square it up. Camps underneath it. Hard hit ball to deep left field, but goes right to the left fielder, who's able to run underneath it for the out. One away as we start things here in the 6th. Tonight's game brought to you by Colorcraft. They're a paint store. They're not a paint department.
Number 10,
so they've got what you need, everything there, plus plenty of experts to help make sure you got exactly what you need when you are looking at your next paint project. Evan Corbin will bat. He has been hit by a pitch twice. He will not get hit on the first pitch, at least, as he drills that one foul down the first base side for strike 1. Doc Stewart's will need to get 3 outs against the 2, 3, and 4 hitters in the lineup for Klamath Falls to try and secure a win here tonight on top 3-1. Looking to add some insurance. A ground ball, third base side at shortstop. A late hop. Aiden Hayes fields, throws to first. Did he get it there in time? Yes, he will. Just ahead of Evan Corbin. Corbin trying to muscle down the line, but he just couldn't quite beat out the throw. That late bounce to Hayes, I thought maybe was going to buy Corbin enough time, as Hayes had to make a bit of adjustment to get to that baseball. It took him out of his throwing rhythm. He fired over to first base, but it was just a slight behind. First pitch swinging, that ball up into the air, out towards shortstop for Sebastian Watson, and the Doc Stewarts will go down in order, unable to threaten the Falcons here in the 6th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. We head to the top of the 7th inning. Doc Stewarts need 3 outs for the win. K Falls needs at least 2 to force it to the bottom of the 7th. We'll come back after a 60-second timeout here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM. We get our first call to the pen, brought to you by Shelby and Miguelena Construction. Excuse me, that's a draw deep back into the recesses of my brain there. That used to be our sponsorship for that in the past. The pitching changes, the call to the pen, is actually brought to you by Chris Hubbard State Farm Insurance. If you're looking to make a change when it comes to your coverage, get in touch with Chris. He can help you deal with all of life's curveballs with life insurance coverage to fit your budget. Plus coverage for your home and auto. Contact Chris Hubbard at 541-672-3301 or visit chrisinsures.com. It'll be Parker Burke taking over for Cade Johnson, who goes 6 innings, gave up 1 unearned run on 2 hits, 3 walks, 8 strikeouts, and 3 hit batters. He's in line to get his 2nd win of the season. Parker Burke coming in a save situation. Mitch is low and outside as he faces Aiden Hayes, who is 0 for 2 in the game with a pair of strikeouts. Did get hit by a pitch. His 1-0 delivery. Hayes watches it by on the pitch by Parker Burke. Burke has been used as a closer most of this season for the Doc Stewarts. His 1-1, a grounder up the middle. Avery gets it behind second, his throw to first, and there's a web gem. A nice play up the middle there by Brooks Avery to retire Aiden Hayes, the first out of the 7th inning. Doc Stewart's 2 outs away from getting a win here tonight on a great play there by Brooks Avery. Up to bat, low and outside on the first pitch to Brody Hubble, who's 0 for 3, a 1-0 count. A strike in, 1-1. Hubble at the plate. Behind the dish, taking over for Burke, who moves to the mound. Knox Hubbard will come into the game, the DH. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So Hubbard was DHing for Cade Johnson. As Johnson comes out, the DH comes in defensively and takes over behind the plate. Knocks Hubbard back there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Burke delivers outside. 2-2. Doc's Baseball brought to you by Abby's Legendary Pizza, a legendary pizza tradition. 2-2. Ground ball back to the mound, fielded by Burke. He'll underhand to Corbin, 2 away. That'll bring up Tyler Harper, the cleanup hitter, who's 0 for 3. He's flown out his last 2 at-bats. Docs baseball this season also brought to you by Roseburg Honda. Buying a car can be a hassle, but at Roseburg Honda, it's different. Customer satisfaction is their highest priority. Visit Roseburg Honda, where they treat you like family because they are family. A little high on the first delivery for Burke. Misses for a 1-0 count to Harper. Stay tuned when this game goes final. We will have your Neal Company Real Estate post-game show. That ball lined foul down the right side for Harper, a 1-1 count. Neal Company Real Estate Show will recap the scoring and all the numbers from this one for you. The 1-1 pitch, just outside, 2 balls and a strike. Top of the 7th inning. Docs need one more to wrap up their first win here in the Father's Day tournament. That pitch just low. Count goes to 3-1. 3-1 pitch. That ball fouled away, and it's down to a 3-2 count for Tyler Harper here. Full count pitch here for Parker Burke, trying to win it for the Docs, pick up a save. Takes his time on the mound. Harper sets the 3-2. Tyler grounds it, chops it third base side. Short hop scoop by Evan Martin over to first base. Evan Corbin gets out of the way of the runner barreling down the line. Doc Stewart's will get the win, 3-1 against Klamath Falls. Doc Stewart's able to hang on after scoring 3 in the 3rd inning. That's all they needed here tonight. They give up 1 in the 6th, but Klamath Falls cannot find their way back. A 2-hit performance by Cade Johnson. A nice job on the mound to give the Doc Stewarts a win. 3 hits in the game for the Doc Stewarts, so not a lot of offense tonight against a couple of good pitchers. And your final is 3-1. We'll take a look at all the final numbers when we come back with the Neal Company Real Estate postgame show after this 3-minute timeout on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Remember the good old days when you didn't have to make an appointment or wait in line for an hour just to talk to your teller, when businesses were local and gave back to the community. At Cascade Community Credit Union, there are some things will never change. We're the only credit union or bank headquartered in Douglas County, and making our members a priority has always been our priority. For easy and simplified banking, visit CCCU. No appointment, just come on in.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
For over 100 years, Douglas County Farmers Co-op has been serving the needs of farmers, ranchers, and homeowners throughout Southern Oregon. Here, everyone is welcome. When you shop with us, you can expect good people, good products, and good advice. No membership needed. Just bring yourself, and we'll provide the expertise and products you need to tackle your next project. Douglas County Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop.
To us, pizza the way it ought to be isn't just our slogan. It's our promise and our passion to give you the best dining experience and the best tasting pizza you expect. For over 40 years, we've been making pizza the way it ought to be. Handmade with the freshest and finest ingredients. Our dough is made fresh daily, and we use 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings edge to edge. There's pizza, And then there's Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
Successful companies have a very important secret. Good advertising works and makes them money. That's why your business should contact Lotus Media Group. Let us help you cash in with multimedia advertising. Multiple touches from Douglas County's only Google certified partner and most effective advertising platform. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen. LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
Welcome into the Neal Company Real Estate postgame show. Since 1977, their team works to provide the most efficient and effective property management and real estate services. Find available properties and rentals at nealco.com. Joey Keyran here with you. A 3-1 win for your Roseburg Dr. Stewarts. Taking a look at the final numbers, 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error, and 9 men left on for the Falcons. For the Docs, 3 runs, 3 hits, and 2 errors with 3 men left on base. Your winning pitcher is Cade Johnson, who goes 6 innings, gave up 1 unearned run on 2 hits, 3 walks, 8 strikeouts, and 3 hit batters. He improves to 2-0 on the season. Taking the loss is Owen Harper, who pitches 6 innings, gave up 3 runs on 3 hits, no walks, 6 strikeouts, and 2 hit batters. Parker Burke comes in and gets the save. He was the only pitcher to come in that wasn't a starter, only the 1 pitching change. 1 inning, no runs on no hits, no walks, no strikeouts, as Burke will pick up his first save of the season. Doc Stewart's will improve to 4-5-1 on the season. Klamath Falls now 1-4 on the year. For the Doc Stewarts, they're now 1-1-1 in the tournament. For the Falcons, they are now 0-3 here in the Father's Day tournament. We'll take a look at more of the numbers when we come back after this 2-minute timeout on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Successful companies have a very important secret. Good advertising works and makes them money. That's why your business should contact Lotus Media Group. Let us help you cash in with multimedia advertising. Multiple touches from Douglas County's only Google certified partner and most effective advertising platform. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen. LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate! Brook Communications radio stations have joined forces with the News Review and Lotus Web Services, announcing the Lotus Media Group, a multimedia enterprise. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen with LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
Back here on the Score and streaming online at 541radio.com. Our video stream brought to you by the Cow Creek Tribe. Tonight's game has also been brought to you by Barnes Heating and Cooling, your complete energy company. Visit barnesheatingandcooling.com or give them a call at 541-459-1545. We'll take a look at how this one played out here tonight, but first let's go ahead and pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Doc Stewart's Baseball on the Score.
Well, as we wrap it up here for you tonight on the Neal Company Real Estate Post-Game Show, Doc Stewart's took the lead in the bottom of the third on 3 hits. Neither team had a hit until the third when the Docs, after a out on a strikeout for Owen Harper, they finally broke through against him. Brooks Avery had a single to lead it off. He stole second, stole third, and eventually scored on a 2-strike single by Carson Dunn to left field. That drove in the go-ahead run for the Docs. Then Knox Hubbard hit a triple down the right field side. That scored Carson Dunn and put Knox Hubbard into scoring position. He would score on a ground out by Evan Martin. So it was 4 straight at-bats that got a runner on, moved him around, and brought in some runs. Doc Stewart's got all they needed there in the third as they get 3 runs on the 3 hits, and they make it hold up behind Cade Johnson. As for Klamath Falls, they threatened in the 6th inning. They had the bases loaded. They were able to score a run on a single by B.J. Safford, who had 2 of the hits in the game. He had all of the hits in the game for the Falcons here tonight. He had 2 singles, both to right field. His second one drove in Mark Carpenter, who reached on an error. Doc Stewart's commit 2 errors in the game. They both come in the 6th inning on ground balls on the infield, and that allowed the 1 run to come in for Klamath Falls. But that's all they'd get, and really that was their biggest chance of trying to score. They did have a runner on third in the 4th inning and in the 1st inning, but could not bring him around in either frame. So the Doc Stewarts get the win here tonight, and they will pick up the victory to go to 4-5-1 on the season. Klamath Falls now 1-4 on the year. We will go ahead and take our final break here at the postgame show. When we come back, we'll look at offensive numbers and wrap it up for you here tonight as we finish out day 3 of the Doc Stewart's Father's Day Tournament from Champion Car Wash Field. We'll be back after this 3-minute timeout on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM at 1490 AM.
Remember the good old days? When you didn't have to make an appointment or wait in line for an hour just to talk to your teller? When businesses were local and gave back to the community? At Cascade Community Credit Union, there are some things will never change. We're the only credit union or bank headquartered in Douglas County, and making our members a priority has always been our priority. For easy and simplified banking, visit CCCU. No appointment, just come on in.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
For over 100 years, Douglas County Farmers Co-op has been serving the needs of farmers, ranchers, and homeowners throughout Southern Oregon. Here, everyone is welcome. When you shop with us, you can expect good people, good products, and good advice. No membership needed. Just bring yourself, and we'll provide the expertise and products you need to tackle your next project. Douglas County Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop.
To us, pizza the way it ought to be isn't just our slogan. It's our promise and our passion to give you the best dining experience and the best tasting pizza you expect. For over 40 years, we've been making pizza the way it ought to be. Handmade with the freshest and finest ingredients. Our dough is made fresh daily, and we use 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings edge to edge. There's pizza, and then there's Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
Successful companies have a very important secret. Good advertising works and makes them money. That's why your business should contact Lotus Media Group. Let us help you cash in with multimedia advertising. Multiple touches from Douglas County's only Google certified partner and most effective advertising platform. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen. Lotus Media Group, LLC.com.
Wrapping things up here on the Neal Company Real Estate Postgame Show. Again, you can find available properties and rentals at nealco.com. Joey Kieran here with you as the fans and the teams are trickling out here at Bill Gray Legion Stadium at Champion Car Wash Field. They'll be back coming up tomorrow. We'll take a look at that schedule coming up here in just a second. Let's look at the offensive numbers. Not a ton of them in this one. A pitcher's duel for Klamath Falls. The only player with a hit was B.J. Safford. He goes 2 for 3 with 2 singles, did have an RBI. On base, Mark Carpenter, he got on with an error and scored a run. He also did get a walk, and that was pretty much about it. Let's see here. Connor Shively got on with a walk. Aiden Hayes was hit by a pitch. Carpenter got on with an error and a walk. Peyton Price reached on an error. And Brandon Jones was hit by a pitch. Jaden Backer was walked and hit by a pitch. In this one, we do wish him the best. He went out after getting hit in the helmet with a pitch. So hopefully he'll be okay and be ready to go tomorrow, hopefully. You know, those head injuries can always be a little scary there. On the other side for the Doc Stewarts, Brooks Savory 1 for 3 with a run scored. Carson Dunn 1 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI. Knox Hubbard goes 1 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI. He had a triple, the only extra base hit of the night. Evan Martin goes 0 for 3 but did drive in a run. Evan Corbin reached base twice, getting hit by a pitch. He was 0 for 1 on the night. Sebastian Watson reached on an error in the second but was 0 for 3. Then the bottom of the lineup was 0 for 2. All 7, 8, 9 hitters, Anderson, Burke, and Dill. That is how the offense played out here tonight. Again, Cade Johnson gets the win. Owen Harper takes a loss, and Parker Burke gets the save here tonight. So tomorrow's schedule for the tournament, it will start out nice and early again. It'll be a 9 o'clock start time tomorrow morning for the Salem Whitnell Dodgers and Boss Baseball. Boss Baseball looking to try and keep pace with Mound Time there at the top and secure their spot in Sunday's games. Salem Whitnell Dodgers also would have a chance to do that as well. Corvallis, Girding Builders, Markham and the Medford Mustangs will square off at 11:30. Then you've got the Boss Baseball team again playing 2 games tomorrow. They take on the Mid-Valley Southpaws at 2. Then you've got Fairfield, the Expos, taking on this Klamath Falls Falcons team at 4:30. And we wrap up the day with the Doc Stewarts taking on the undefeated team, leading the way right now at 3-0. Mound Time, Docs and Mound Time squaring off at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. And that means our pregame will start at 6:45 here on the Score and online at 541radio.com. Docs will most likely need to win that game to give themselves a chance to try and get into the Sunday games between the top 4 teams in the standings here in the tournament. So we will kind of look and crunch all the numbers here tonight and really figure out exactly what needs to happen coming up tomorrow. So that is going to do it for us here tonight. Appreciate everybody tuning in and joining us for this evening's ball game. It was a pretty good one, moved along at a nice quick pace as well to wrap up the day. Want to say thanks to the Klamath Falls Falcons for a competitive ball game here tonight. And I want to say thanks to head coach Eric Savage and the entire Roseburg American Legion baseball program for allowing us to bring you another season of Doc Stewart's Baseball here on the Score. Want to say thanks to Brenton Cranford back in the studio for the radio production for you here tonight. And as always, a thanks to you, the fan, for tuning in for tonight's broadcast because, of course, without you, I'm just a guy sitting here talking to myself. I'm Joey Kieran. We'll catch up with you coming up tomorrow night when the Doc Stewarts take on Mound Time, 7 o'clock first pitch. That means 6:45 on our pregame, and we'll have the action for you streaming live with video online at 541radio.com and right here on Douglas County's home for sports, The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.